Hello guys, welcome back to today's video. You are highly welcome. This is Joy and you are welcome to my YouTube channel, Joybella TV. If today happens to be your first time coming across my video, please don't forget to hit that subscription button then below. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you for coming by. You are welcome. So guys, you can see the smile on my face now. I know you guys are wondering, why is it get smile like this? I bet she win jumbo. I don't win jumbo. It's just the grace of God. I'm just grateful for life, for the grace of God upon me. You guys have already seen the title, that how God saved me from, from COVID-19 and all the stuff of 18. So I'm just going to tell you guys a little bit of it, how it all happened, because if I say I should be saying the whole story, maybe we stay from now till next tomorrow, we will not finish the story. So I'm just going to cut it short for you guys. So a little bit of the story, how it all happened and how it all went. So some months ago, and when I came back from work one Saturday night, I was feeling healthy. Even from work, I feel the heavy from work straight to house. So the headache was really serious. I take paracetamol, it was still the same thing. Then when I take my bath, I pour water on my head, it was still the same thing. I was very afraid, and I managed to sleep till the next morning. Then the next morning, I called the people who are taking care of us, and I told them I'm feeling healthy. They said, okay, we are coming. Then when they came, they see me, they say, your body is very hot, you have to, we have to call your doctor and let them know what's going on. So they called my doctor, and my doctor said I have to, since the thing is like that, I have to stay at home for, my doctor said they should check my temperature to know how many, so that they will send it for him. Then when they test my temperature, it was very high. It was very high, and they said that it's too high for me. Then they tell my daughter and my temperature, and my daughter said, I have to stay at home for them to come and do the COVID test for me. I was like, COVID test? Has it got into that? I was very afraid. I said, what make me to not tell these people that I'm feeling headache? I was like, oh my God, has it got into that? They say yes. I said, okay, no problem. Because I know I was okay, just the headache and all that stuff. So then they called the people who are doing the COVID test, and they said they're going to come the next day. So the next day they come to do the test. And after some few hours, they call and said that the next day, I think it take a day or some hours for the result to come out, and they said that it was positive. Oh my God, sorry. Oh my God, they say that, you see, I'm laughing now. That time when they tell me this news, I was crying, so now I'm laughing. So when they tell me it was positive that I have COVID-19, I say, COVID-19? God, it just be like film for my eye. I was very afraid. I said, wow, COVID-19. I was crying. They said, no, you don't have to cry. It's going to be okay. Because based on the video I was seeing on Facebook, and people in the hospital, people at home, everywhere, how the things all look like, I was very afraid. They say I should not cry, that I should stay inside house, okay? I will be in the room alone. I should not come out. It's just for me to go to bedroom, go to kitchen, just around the house. I should not pass the domot or anything to go outside. So right now I'm on quarantine. I said, okay, no problem. Then we continue living. They said after 1 week, they will come and do another test to see how I look like. I was like, okay, no problem, But I was very afraid. I was crying. I said, God, is this how I'm going to live this life? Is this the end for me? I could not even eat. I was very, just 2 days though. If you see me, I was very lean. My neck was long. I was slim. I just reduced. I was like, God, it's not even this COVID that is even going to, kill me. Is the thing itself? When they say that the people who have HIV, it's not the HIV that normally kill them. It's the thinking of how that HIV that killed them. This was how I know. because I was just thinking. So a lot of people was calling me, some of my friends and my family. I called them to tell them they should be praying for me, look at what is going on. In case they don't hear from me again, they should know that this is what happened. They say, don't worry, everything will be okay, you'll be all right. So 2 days, I did not eat nothing until, so I call my pastor, and my pastor, I tell my pastor about it. My pastor called me and pray for me. I tell me that I should eat, because if I don't eat, I don't have strength. And they come to check up on me again. They see that maybe my temperature is too high or too low, or something is not right. They will have to take me to hospital. So that would not be a good idea for them to take me to hospital. I should just be inside the room. That is much better. I say, that is true. I cannot go to hospital to, go and stay in that hospital bed. Then, immediately my pastor advised me, pray for me, do everything. I just got some strength. I say, Then I called them, I say, I need food stuff. I can't go out. They have to buy me some food stuff and drop it in the Delmont and then go back. I will just open the pick it. They say, okay, no problem. I tell them what I need. They buy everything for me. Then I enter kitchen. I cook better of bolo soup. Then after I cook, I eat, swallow, I go straight. I say, I think I was even dying before. I'm not dying, no, I'm okay. And before I was just I would be checking myself, say, am I breathing well? Am I breathing well? I would say, I'm breathing well, but something is not right. Because I don't have strength. I'm not eating. After I eat, I go straight, I bath. I was feeling healthy. I was like, was it hungry virus that was doing me before? So I got so straight. I said, I'm okay. I'm all right, I was just living fine. I don't even feel like nothing is wrong, like maybe breathing or anything. I did not feel anything inside me. So after some weeks, after 1 week passed, they have to come back for another second test again. They do the second test. They say that it's another positive. Hey, that time I was, I was saying, what is going on? Nothing, even the time they said that they're positive, nothing, no medicine, nothing. That paracetamol I take that first time I feel the headache was the only medicine I take. Then they come to do second one again. They say it's another positive. I was like, what is going on? Inside me, I was okay. I can eat anything that is hungry me, I will eat it. I can do anything. What is going on? Where is the coronavirus coming from? Because the people I'm seeing in the television, they hardly breathe. They cannot even eat. They hardly breathe. But me, I was okay. So the thing was really surprised that, is this my own black coronavirus or I don't know. I was really scared, I was scared and not scared at the same time, because inside me I was breathing well. Everything was okay. I was fine. Then they test my temperature. It was normal then. My temperature was normal and the second time, but they still do the test and said that it's positive. I was like, all right, since I know that I'm okay, I know that nothing will happen to me. That time I was no more afraid, because even the headache, I was not feeling it again. Everything was just okay. I can eat anything I want to eat. So they said, okay, well, we have to, after the second test, they said that they have to take us to not a hospital though, it's a clinic, so that they can have the chance to come and spray our house and everything around them, based on the thing we have touched, the kitchen, the bedroom, everything we are used, so that they can have the time to come and spray everywhere with this thing. So I don't know if it's sanitizer or that spray they used to spray house, so they have to take us to a clinic, so that we stay there for some days for them to come and do the working in our house. So when we go to the clinic, we saw a lot of people was really there. It was a big clinic. It was not a hospital. They call it clinic, okay? So the clinic was really big, and we saw some black, some white, different countries was there. It was like, wow. We asked them, what are they doing here? They say it's the same thing. They also say they are positive, but they also did not feel anything. They are okay. The only people we saw there was some old women. So the old women, every morning they used to come and treat them, give them some injection or medicine or so whatever. Then when we asked the nurse, why are they not treating us now, since they say we also have the thing? They said that because our own is not big, our own is a small one, I don't even know they have big and a small corona. So it was that time I know that this corona is different type. So they have big and the small one. They say our own is the small one. Why those people they come and treat every morning, they are always big one? I say, okay, thank God, my own is small one. So only what they do to us there was to come and check our temperature. That was the only medicine, only thing they do to us, only medicine we take. They would come and test our temperature in the evening and in the morning. They will ask them, how is our temperature? They say everything is normal. Then you people should free us, let us go now, because you can't go out, you know, even with stubborn head, you cannot, because if you go outside and mistakenly they control you, the police control you, and see the system that you have, you're supposed to be on quarantine, you have, and you are positive of the COVID, it's a big problem. They can even take you to court, because they will say that you are trying to spread the thing more while they are trying to less it. You understand? It's a big risk. You can't go out once that thing said that when they say you are positive, you have to, you know, make sure everything is clear before you can step your leg outside. So we tell them that you people should let us go now, since we are okay. They say don't worry, everything will be okay. Very soon you guys will go. They will stay in that clinic for 1 week. Okay, we stay in that clinic for 1 week. Then after 1 week, they come and do another test again. They said we are negative. Oh my God, that day I can't forget the date. I was screaming. The whole clinic was just looking, is this girl okay? Then after they said, I see everybody was looking at me. I quickly shut up my mouth before they will come and take me to a psychiatrist and say that I'm not normal. I don't want to face another thing again. Then I was just screaming. I said, God, thank you so much. Thank you for everything you have done for me. Although I know that I never have this thing, because you know, when you are not feeling fine, you will have, you know, so kind of sign that will make you to know that this something actually wrong with me, or this thing. It's normal. You can have headache is normal. You know, headache is normal. We all have, sometimes we also feel that kind of headache of it. But I didn't know that we got to that extent of a COVID issue. Even before this COVID started, I remember one certain time I feel that kind of headache. Then when I go to see my doctor said that I have to, you know, have to put me on a Malatia. That the work is really stressing me a lot, that I have to rest for 3 or 4 days. I should sleep well. You know, sometimes when we feel some kind of sickness, maybe headache or anything, something like that, it's not actually medicine we need. Sometimes we need rest. Okay, when you sleep well and wake up, you see that everything will be okay. So my doctor told me that I need rest. So this time around, I also quite sick. Maybe we say I should also rest for 3 or 4 days again, you know, put me on Malatia so that I can rest. But I didn't know that because of the COVID stuff, it will turn to another thing. You know, even now, if you are feeling stomach, you call your doctor, they will come and do test and say it's COVID. You understand? So it's really hard now for you to go sick and not be COVID. It's hard. So I'm advising you guys, so please, you guys should be careful. When you are sick, you know, the kind of sickness, this normal pain, headache, stomach, please take good care of yourself. Because if you bring yourself out, I'm sorry, maybe you also end this way, you know. So I spent almost 1 month inside house because of all this stuff, quarantine myself 1 month inside house because of this COVID thing. So I really thank God, whether I really have it or I did not have it. Well, I thank God for everything, that this is how it go. Everything went well. I'm okay. I'm alive. I can come out. I know I can do anything now. Everything has finished. So I really thank God for that. So when they told me that it was negative, then I called the people who are taking care of us. I said, I told them that my results have come out negative. They say, no, okay, no problem. We are coming out to come and pick you guys with a car. I said, car, who can help? I bet you guys should relax. So before you guys got here, me, I've already taken bus to go house. I cannot spend 1 second in this clinic. What do you mean car? For 1 month, I've not stepped my leg aside. Now, opportunity for me to go outside, you're telling me I should wait till you come 30 minutes time to come and pick me with car. Guys, I have to, you know, pack my load, carry my bag, and go and take bus to go home. I cannot wait for car. Because the excitement was just too much. I can't spend a second, you know, at that clinic, you know, everything everywhere, you know. It's not easy to be at the hospital or at the clinic. It's not easy at all. The life is not easy. So guys, you guys all have to be careful. Whenever you're feeling a little headache or even stomach pain now, I've seen someone that has stomach pain and go and do a test, they say it's COVID. So you guys all have to be careful this time, because anything, any sickness at all is COVID. So I will not make that mistake again. I will not make that mistake again until everything is finished, corona issue is finished. You know, I can be, you know, call my doctor for some time, complain. But for now, guys, I really have to be careful, and you guys all have to be careful. It's not easy. It's not easy. Well, I thank God for everything. Some people have this stuff, and then today they are no more, or we don't really know if they really have it or not, but they said they have it, but today they are no more. But I thank God for my life. They also say I have it, but today I'm alive to give the testimony. It's you know, it's not easy, and I did not even take any medicine, nothing. Only what I take was paracetamol, and that was all. And they said I'm okay. But I thank God for everything. It's not easy. It takes by the grace of God to go through this stuff and come out alive. Okay, it's really not easy, but I thank God for everything, guys. So guys, that is the end of my story. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and be careful also. Okay, be careful of everything you do or whatever you touch. Always sanitize your hand, wash your hand always with soap and water, and always wear your mask. Make sure you wear your mask always, okay, because corona is still around. You have not go yet, but we pray by the grace of God it should go very soon, so that everything will return to normal. So that is the end of my little story. Thank you guys for watching. See you all on my next video. Love you. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Bye.